have another Sketches for the 6x6 paper pads. This is sketch number 8. Now I'm going to be using this Splash 6x6 paper pad, and I do have a couple of 12x12 pieces of paper. It's really just scraps that are left in it, so I have a couple of really probably kind of 12x4 pieces. I have used this collection a lot, and so I wanted to try to get it used up as much as possible. Now this sketch does not call for as many photos that I get on it, but I love the way that it turned out. I end up getting 20 photos on this layout, and it's just an amazing feat to get 20 photos. These are just photos of me throwing the boys up in the air and throwing them in the water and things like that. So nothing really fancy. They're not the greatest photos because they were taken with a camera and my mom was standing on the beach, you know, like the shore area when she took the photos. So she had to zoom in quite a bit to get the photos. I do go ahead and use this 12x12 sheet of paper to add the 1/4 inch strip to the left and right hand side of the layout. This sketch, the way it calls for is where that 1/4 inch strip is, it's supposed to be an entire strip of pattern paper, and it allows for the title to be there. So I do end up putting 2 pieces of pattern paper on the left hand side so that I can get my title there, and I had to keep cutting out 3x3 squares because I just didn't have enough. And if I would have thought about it more, I didn't need 2 of the squares because they ended up being behind those 4x6 photos on the right hand side. I used Heather's trick of adding the adhesive right down to the layout and then adding my photos right on top of it. Makes it a lot easier to get all of the photos down. And then once I get the photos down, I'll go ahead and put these 1/4 inch strips down. I will link below for this sketchbook if you still want to purchase it, because you can still purchase it, and it is a great sketchbook. I am getting so many uses out of this sketchbook. We are a part of the Facebook group, so I'm also getting lots of inspiration from other people who are posting their layouts, and unfortunately the signups for that have passed. You cannot join the Facebook group, but I can tell you that this sketchbook is well worth the money that Scrapbook Generations is charging for it. So I added those 4 squares over on the far right hand side, and this is where I was talking about that I probably could have eliminated 2 of those because they do end up getting covered up. I did feel like my photos were getting a little lost, so I went ahead and mounted them on white cardstock and used my We Are Memory Makers layering guides, which there is a link below for that if you guys want to pick those up. They are fabulous tools for making sure that your borders are even around all of the sides of your photos or other things that you cut out. These 2 photos here are better photos of me and the boys. Obviously we're sitting right on the edge of the beach, and my mom is taking the photos again with a camera phone, but because we're a lot closer up, they are better quality. And so even though I'm not like throwing them up in the air or anything like that, it just showcases my 2 nephews and the love that I have for them. So I went ahead and pulled out my Freckled Fawn chipboard pieces. This was from my embellishment kit this month, and it just seems like the embellishments that come along in that kit always seems to match the layouts that I'm using. So it does tend to sit on my desk for, you know, a couple days trying to use it up before I end up putting it in my embellishment book, because I do want to get at least some of them on layouts right away. I loved this word swim that was on the sticker sheet, and my title is going to end up being Sink or Swim. And I use the letter stickers from this kit as well as the little tile stickers for the word or. I'm not a really big fan of that or because it doesn't have the centerpieces cut out, and I happen to have 2 letters on there that there are centerpieces. But I just went with it because I wasn't going to look for additional letters to go with this. I did find some swim shorts that was in my embellishment book to use on this layout. It's really difficult to find swim shorts. There's lots of bikinis on sticker sheets, but swim shorts are not something that is usually there. And you know, scrapbooking boys, I don't really want bikinis on layouts with them because obviously they don't wear bikinis. And I could probably put it on there for me, but the layout's really about them, not necessarily about me. This wonky scallop was really cool looking, and I like the way that it fit snugged in underneath that photo on the right hand side, and then, you know, kind of going into the photo right next to it. So I do go ahead and add a chipboard piece that says summer at the top, as well as one of my label stickers from Freckled Fawn to add the date to it. And then I do go ahead and add these enamel dots, which were also included in my monthly embellishment kit. I will definitely link below Freckled Fawn because I am really enjoying the embellishment kit that I recently signed up for. So here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.